The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Check back.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the delay, this is Abdullah. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. Open man is Taylor, he's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37.
A gain of 16 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Come on, QB, come on.
On second and a yard, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Hitchens. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's caught by Treadwell. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Cousins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Cousins being chased out left, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision. Here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Hardman, the second-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the combine, running a 4.3 340, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
55. Check 55. Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now it's Mahomes again. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action now. Cousins. Darren Lee gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's Hill on the return. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
54 Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And that's incomplete.
Mahomes pass. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Yellow. Galani. 54. Mike 54. I got 15. 54.
And again, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. The ball comes out, and I think the Chiefs have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That is caught by Williams for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run. Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark. In this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Stephen Weatherly in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's on here.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Mahomes now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I'm coming. Kill.
Throwing throwing now is Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's third down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Chiefs on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Easy. Tighten up. Pull it together. Check 55, come on. Check 55.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And our Kansas City Chiefs.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So we have come to halftime, and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Attack!
Mahomes going to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. His defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nicole Hardman with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First down, Vikings.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Throwing, Cousins. The left side caught by Diggs. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
A gain of 15.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Hey, Ripland. 54. Watch 54. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check, check. Attack, attack. Check, check, check. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. But he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. On 2nd and 2, Mahomes. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Harrison Smith on the covering.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
I can't believe they let you play.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Williams. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we're talking about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. On the run, Darkwa. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
You better be afraid of me.
Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They start the drive with Cook. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. Cook. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working.